Philip had a vision. An inner voice spoke to him and clearly showed him the medical problem affecting his child. Guided by that experience, he insisted on taking the boy to the hospital and described precisely the anomaly they needed to look for. The doctors confirmed he was right. His son had an inguinal hernia that, if left untreated, could have been life-threatening. For him, that was confirmation. It wasn't paranoia or madness. Something, a higher consciousness, a divine information network, or a form of intelligence transcending time, had shown him the truth. From that moment on, his view of the world changed forever. He became convinced that reality had a hidden purpose, and that his mind, for some reason, had been chosen to glimpse it.
During the brief time I walked about in that garden world, I had the strong impression that it was our legitimate home, which somehow we had lost. Something older and more beautiful than that which my own religion can conjure up as a lure to keep us in a state of dutiful morality and faith. What I saw was very old and very lovely.
Philip K. Dick claimed that during one of his slips between alternate universes, he discovered what he called Timeline C. This timeline was not a distant future, nor a place to reach after death, but a state of parallel reality that coexists with our own, accessible from the present moment. For him, Timeline C was a paradise, not in the sense of a simple abstract heaven, but as a version of existence where illusion dissolves, control vanishes, and true freedom manifests. In that plane, consciousness is no longer trapped in the material world, but opens to the realm that, according to him, Christ himself taught. Remarkably, he did not conceive it as something that would come someday, but as something we can access here and now if we awaken from the simulation, recognize the illusory fabric of the reality we inhabit, and jump into that other line of life. Philip K. Dick passed away in 1982, just before the release of Blade Runner, the film inspired by his novel Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? He never witnessed how his work would achieve massive recognition, how his stories would become cult references, or how many of his ideas would inspire films, series, and debates on the nature of reality. But Philip K. Dick was much more than a science fiction writer. He was a visionary, someone able to see beyond the veil of the simulation, to sense the cracks in reality, and to dare to tell it.